welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. Now, I'm starting this one at the menu, which is not something I normally do. Normally I start in the game, but it occurred to me literally 3 seconds ago that it's probably better to start at the menu so we can just start and jump in together. Plus, this way I can use the menu as a thumbnail instead of just some stupid, pointless clip from the video, unless I happen to have a really funny one. Also, I wanted to show you guys something before we jumped in. Now this Legolas, I name all my characters after, Lord of the Rings characters, because that's what it reminds me of the most. And I enjoyed the Lord of the Rings games that came out for PS2 as when I was younger. And Legolas actually is a Dex build, so accept it. Now, I just wanted to point out, I've played this guy for 2 hours, 35 minutes. That's not much in this game. It's really not. Now, this guy up here, I've played for 90 hours and 35 minutes. That's a lot more substantial. Now, notice, this guy's level 299 versus Gandalf's measly little level 23 here. That's because this guy is the super soldier I was telling you about. So I actually wanted to load you up and show you what usually ends up happening every time I try to play this game. It may not be able to initialize online mode. If it doesn't, it'll be okay. I'll just play it offline. I know that dampens the experience a little bit because there's no invasions or anything. But you gotta do what you gotta do, and my internet is not very good internet. It's not. I live out in the middle of nowhere. Plus, there's been a snowstorm going on all day. I'll be really, really lucky if I can connect here. I highly doubt that I will be able to. Now, you may notice that you don't hear any backup commentary. I'm not playing with anyone else. There is no Draven in this video. Don't be surprised there. We did try really, really hard to get it to connect. But we've determined that because he also lives out in the middle of nowhere, slightly more in the middle of nowhere than I live, actually, so his internet is even worse than mine. So we both have really, really slow and bad internet, which, I mean, it's not a big deal. That's just the way it is, and sometimes that's how things work out. It makes networking kind of hard, especially in a game like Dark Souls, where networking is already hard because there's no way to, like, invite a specific person to your session. You just gotta get lucky and see their summon sign. And of course, I've signed out of PSN, return to the title menu. That's fine, I don't care. The internet, it's having a hard time today, so we're gonna try this again. Hopefully it'll just let me go straight and, well, now it's gonna log in again, so I don't know. I don't want to spend the whole time in this menu. If it fails again, I'll probably put a jump in the video. For the ultimate farming strategy, there's a couple things you need to make sure. First of all, my armor, while yes, very good armor and makes me nice and tanky, like I said, part of this was showing you the juggernaut that my character becomes. Part of it was showing this ultimate farming technique. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find anything that increases souls gain, like the Nar Alma robe, for example, as well as the entire Seldora set and the Nar Alma hat. Now, the Seldora set and the Nar Alma set are completely identical, except that the Nar Alma robe is 5% more effective than the than the Seldora robe, as far as extra souls gained. I don't know what their armor values are. I'm only looking at these for the souls gained. That's the only reason these are important. Now, as you can see, my equip load percent went way, way down, so I don't need to have this on at all anymore. What I actually need, yeah, I've been farming for a while, by the way. So what I actually am going to need is, I don't care about the length of spell effect. I don't care about additional attunement either. Let's see, I want, where is it? Silver cap ring. The Silver ring is cool, but it's not the one I'm looking for here. No. 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 Okay, so I want Dark Clutch Ring because I primarily use Dark Magic as hexes. So I want that ring, and I want the Chlorothy ring, and this ring, and this ring. Because this is like, what does this do? Shorten spell casting time, which is good to have. More cash, better stamina recovery. So that's all I'm going to need to do this. Now, all you're going to do is, I'm sorry, my setup took way too long. I do apologize for that. Now, first of all, before you get access to this, because you have to be able to get over here, which means you need the King's Ring to do this. Can I help you? I'm recording. What? Dark Souls 2, I wanted to do a special and show everybody my favorite farming technique for getting unlimited souls and building a super juggernaut, because me and Draven can't connect at all. Okay, so that was my brother. He was just curious as to what was going on. So, before you have the King's Ring and you can actually come in here, it makes sense to come over to the Iron Keep instead. And under Eagle's Idol, every time you use a bonfire ascetic for this one, it respawns the old Iron King, which is a really easy fight. And if time allows, I may do him at the end of the video as well. But he's not nearly as good of a farming technique, and I'll show you why. So, let's go over here real quick, and I'll show you why this guy is so good for farming. It's kind of sick, to be honest. Now, my staff, like I said, it lets you use sorceries, hexes, miracles. It lets you use stuff for both stabs and chimes. So, I actually have a very specific build here that's... Some of these spells aren't really useful. Mostly, I'm using Resonant Soul, because it's a lot of uses, and relatively low requirements. I'm using that as well as Dark Orb because you get it takes one slot. Oh yeah, there's a Saiyan up there, or a Saiyan, whatever they are, like the Royal Guard guys. I'm not gonna bother him right now. He's not gonna bother me. I wanted to look at, yeah, see, Dark Orb requires 12 intelligence, 10 faith, and 1 slot, and you get, well, you get more uses for spells as you increase your intelligence. But I think the lowest amount of uses you can get for this is like, I don't know, 20, I think. So you get a lot of these for this. And then we want to just burn a little bonfire ascetic, no big deal. Burn that. And as I was saying, my character is designed to give me the most options in battle the fastest, which is why I use this staff. Now, a better way to do this would obviously be to use something like use hexes with a full hex dedicated staff or talisman, or you know, whichever one. That's part of the reason I like this staff so much as well, because again, plays the part of both the staff and the talisman, which is kind of cool. But also, you know, you can get like the blue flame sword, which lets you cast spells out of your sword with your strong attack and getting a chime. So there's ways around it, but this is just one of my favorite weapons. But you could take something like the Hexer's staff, or I mean the Sunset staff, and then imbue it with dark, and then just crush this guy with a few well-timed spells. It's not hard. Also, if you get hit by the Giant Lord, odds are you're dead. It's not something that's easy to survive, even a little bit. Also, this giant's gonna be an ass, but that's no problem. We're just gonna jump past him and run over here. Now, we're actually waiting on that head to fall down right there. It didn't fall down as soon as I wanted to. If I had planned it a little better, it would have already fell. But we're just gonna hug this wall. That's gonna roll through. Kill him, protect us there. Ooh, we got goodies. Sometimes they have drops, not often. So then, we're done with that, so we're just gonna run right over here to the Giant Lord. Now, it's imperative, dodge his first strike to the right. Now, in this outfit, if he hits you, you will die. You're not getting around that. If he hits you wearing this light of armor, you're gonna die. If he hits me anyway, I'm probably gonna die. So I just use this stuff and don't worry about it. Now, you'll notice also, I like to use poison. I just am a fan of poison. It's not necessary at all for this. You can just take Resonant Soul and look at that. See that damage? Watch, I fire off measly 100 points, and, well, you can't see it right now because the poison 15 is actually overruling it and not letting you see it. But as soon as, okay, there, you saw right there. It was 549 damage, and it only cost me $100 to shoot it. And I made, well, if you look, like 60,000 just from running through up to this point. So, just the journey here more than pays for the amount of resonant souls it would take to kill this guy. Plus, this giant in particular has a special weakness to dark spells. Or dark damage in general, really. So the more dark you have for this guy, the better. He really does not like it. Now, if you look, I mean, he's just getting completely crushed. He stands no chance. He's super easy to dodge. He can't walk up here. He only has these two attacks. The slam, which you just dodge left easily like that, and the swipe, which you just dodge over top of to the right, which I'll show you right now. Like that. Boom. Done. Now, for melee, he's a lot harder. I don't fight him melee. I just don't. I couldn't tell you how to fight him melee. I'm sorry. That's not for me. But that is my favorite farming technique. Plus, you get the Ring of Giants +2 and the Giant Lord's Soul. Plus, you got the Ascetic over there, which I showed you as I went and grabbed. I didn't say anything about it, but I did grab it. You get whatever that is, a Fire Seed. And there's a Divine Blessing right there, but I'm not going to go get it because I don't care about it. And plus, you know, I got like 500,000 for that. Now, granted, I'm getting a lot of extra money because of my equipment. It totals out to, I think, like, plus 30%? No, wait, hang on. My torso's 15, plus 5, 5, and 5. So 30% for my set, plus whatever my ring gives me as well. So I'm getting a pretty hefty bonus. Now, this works off a multiplier, where this is additive, so I don't know for sure how it works out, but I'm getting a pretty good bonus. And, okay, so I don't have the symbol of avarice. I don't know how much that one gives either. But that's my favorite farming technique, and I want to make sure this video doesn't go too terribly long. So we are going to go ahead and cut it off here. And I don't know when this is going to go up, but whenever it does go up, I hope you guys enjoy it. And I'm really, really sorry that we couldn't do this as a joint thing. But, you know, sometimes shit happens, and you just got to kind of deal with it the way it is. So I'm sorry for whatever listlessness I had, and I'm sorry for the boring walkthroughishness of this, but that's how I build my super balanced, unstoppable Juggernaut character. I just fight him a few times over, and I get money for days, as you can see, because I have so much money already. And that was an easy fight. And you get the Ascetics back. So, with that said, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to show the love with a like, subscribe to the channel for more daily content, and follow me on Twitter, @TriscuitWarrior, updates on when videos arrive. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of trouble talking today. I don't know for sure what it is. I don't know, my coordination's a little bit off in general. Anyway, so thanks for your time. Stay tuned for